from the Bay Area's local news station. We begin now with breaking news.
Today, someone is walking around with a 3-month-old baby that they did not have yesterday.
A baby kidnapped from its home in San Jose. Police say this man, who the family does not recognize, walked in, picked up the infant, and walked out. It happened just after 1 o'clock this afternoon on Elm Street near Interstate 880 and Bellarmine College Prep.
You just saw that surveillance video of the alleged kidnapper. We're still working to learn more about the person. Police say they believe he's an Hispanic male with a dark complexion. He was last seen wearing black pants and a dark blue shirt, gray shoes with white trim, short hair, a gray baseball hat, and a black face mask. Police say the suspect is with a black baby carrier that has a white blanket with it. The parents, as we mentioned, say that they do not recognize this man.
And this is the baby, 3-month-old Brandon Cuellar. His family says that he was wearing a long onesie with dinosaurs on it. We have team coverage of this disturbing situation tonight. Crown Force Justin Campbell is outside the home where the baby was taken.
But we start with Dan Thorn live at San Jose Police Headquarters, where that news conference wrapped up a short time ago. Dan, what is the latest?
Well, Ken and Pam, there is a frantic search for this baby tonight. We just heard from San Jose Police Sergeant Christian Camarillo within the last hour, and he tells us that this baby was taken while with their grandmother at an apartment complex on Elm Street this afternoon. The grandmother was apparently taking care of this baby while mom was at work. Sergeant Camarillo says when the grandmother got home around 1 p.m. after shopping with the baby, she left the 3-month-old in a bedroom, and as she stepped away, she was unloading groceries, and the unknown suspect then came into the home and took the baby. Police say this all happened within a matter of minutes, and grandma apparently never saw the suspected kidnapper. Police only have a short video clip of the kidnapper walking down the street with a baby carrier. We're told it's black in color and was covered with a white blanket. Police say there is no video of him getting into a car or any vehicle, so it's unclear how this man took off. The suspect has only been described as a Hispanic male. He was wearing a black face mask, gray shoes, and a gray baseball cap. The family telling investigators they do not recognize him, but it is not believed that this man is homeless. Police are pleading tonight for this baby's safe return.
If you have that baby, please get a hold of us. We will come meet you. We will go wherever you are. If you're afraid or you don't want to come to the PD or the police department with the baby, go to a fire station. Go somewhere with the baby. Leave. Tell them to call 911. Right now, the #1 thing is we want that baby home.
Well, we know that the mom is here at the police headquarters in San Jose. She is being interviewed by investigators as they try to figure out more information as to what might have led up to this. The father, meanwhile, is apparently out of the picture. He is in jail, but he will also be interviewed in connection, possibly in connection with this kidnapping. We know tonight that there has been no Amber Alert issued. There have been lots of questions about that because there has been no vehicle or license plate information that's been made available. The FBI, however, is coming in to assist in this case. In the meantime, police have set up a hotline for people to call. Police are telling us that they are going to be standing by strictly for information about this case. They say no updates will be made available on those phone lines, so do not be calling looking for information about whether or not the baby has been found. They are strictly looking for information as to whether or not you know something about this suspect, what happened today, or where this baby might be. Of course, tonight we are going to be continuing to follow this case as we gather more information. Hopefully we will be reporting some good news to you within the next couple of hours. Police say they are still awaiting a decision as to whether or not there will be any more media updates given. That's the latest here live in San Jose. Dan Thorn, Crown 4 News.
Yeah, Dan, there is so much we don't know about this individual that's seen on surveillance camera. So we would guess that the police and the FBI are looking for even possible more surveillance video that could be out there, pictures that could be out there. Do you know anything about that? The resources the FBI might be able to provide that San Jose police don't have?
Yes, we know that right now they are looking for surveillance video. That's the main focus right now, is just getting any further footage of this man walking away, because again, we don't know whether they took off on foot or if they got into a vehicle, if there was possibly an accomplice that might be involved with this. So there's still so much that needs to be figured out as to why this baby was even taken in the first place. Again, as we mentioned, the father is being interviewed in possible connection with this kidnapping, if he may have any information about what happened here. But the FBI is going to be bringing in a number of resources, specialists that look into these types of cases where children are taken. So hopefully they can help out in a big way in bringing this baby home.
Yeah, a great sense of urgency on all of this tonight. Dan, Thorn, live for us at San Jose PD. Now we go to Crown 4's Justin Campbell, who is outside the home where the kidnapping took place.
Still a very active scene here. I arrived here around 5 o'clock this afternoon. Just as many police that were here earlier. The streets are blocked off as they're working to learn more information. Neighbors that are outside really just asking what's going on. Also, people wandering, just asking us what happened. At this point, we don't know. Look at the video that police have given us. They're looking for a dark Hispanic male, black pants, dark blue shirt, gray shoes with white trim, short hair, gray baseball hat, and a black face mask. You can see that person walking with the 3-month-old baby out of the house. That is a video that they've been putting on social media, that they're hoping that somebody recognizes this person. The family tells us they don't know who this suspect is, so they want more information. If you have anything, you can please contact the police department. Now, I did get the chance to speak to a neighbor, hearing her concerns about what happened. Take a listen to what she has to say.
I feel sad about the mother, and I'm scared. Because I have 2 kids. I need to pay attention more on my kids, because they like to play outside and run outside.
The police are saying that they will be here all night long. We expect a heavy police presence in this neighborhood. Also, the neighbors, they've been outside trying to do what they can to just help the family. As we learn more about what's happening, this is a developing situation. We'll be sure to give it to you on air and online. Ken and Pam?
Justin, as the neighbors have been gathering, trying to piece together for themselves what happened, any of them referencing maybe seeing somebody in the neighborhood over the last few days who they had not seen before? Anything unusual that they're finding out as they talk among themselves?
That's a good question. A lot of the neighbors have said this is a very quiet neighborhood, that they haven't seen anyone unusual. They haven't seen anyone that looked out of place. Their biggest concern right now is what they are saying from the neighbors that I've spoke to. Do they want to let their kids still play outside after this just happened within seconds?
That is obviously a big concern. Justin Campbell, live for us in San Jose. Thank you, Justin.
And of course, this is a developing story, so stay with us here on Crown 4, as well as on our 24-hour streaming site, Crown On, and at crown4.com. We will also have more in this newscast on this breaking story. And you can scan the QR code on your screen, where you will be directed to that section about this story on our website.